a good day, a wonderful day to be alive and healthy. I am super happy because today is a very special day on Parents on a Mission with TR. So come with third edition, right?
Yes.
And guess what? On the third day, okay, don't let me be too churchy. On the third, anyway, let me just say it. On the third day, we rose them up, and this is our third edition. And indeed, we are reading because today is our birthday. Happy birthday to you! Hey, happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! So we actually have to.
Happy birthday!
God bless you. And yes, that's the reason why we always have this edition and this series come up every 28th of every month. I'm sure you now know why. So we are really grateful to God. It's a good day to be alive. And then today there is another special thing we're going to be doing on this session. I'm sure you did not see that coming
at all.
So today we have our fathers in the house. Woo! So let's do the hands together for them. Yeah. And these are fathers, our lovers.
Yeah.
So they double and they're also our pastors.
Yeah.
They are PhD, pastor, husband, daddy. So welcome, sir. So we have Mr. Oluwason here, which is my husband, and then we have Mr. Iraya, which is our husband. So again, if you are joining us for the first time, my name is Oluwason Titilayo, and her name is Rosin Iraya. So on this edition, we have our fathers, and we really truly welcome you today. We hope that you have words in season. In short, I trust God that you are going to really help us on this edition today. So without wasting your time, we'll just go straight into the first question for the day. Alright, and the first question will be, we're looking at Father. Okay, maybe we can even relate it to Father's Day edition, because Father's Day, we just concluded Father's Day, and we're happy to have you now. So the first question for our fathers today will be, sir, how can you describe your journey as a father and transitioning from being a bachelor to fatherhood? What was that? Ha! I'm now a father.
The aha moment.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. Congratulations. Rosie, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
God continue to keep you.
Amen.
And allow you on the inside. Amen. In the mighty name of Jesus. The question is very interesting. I'm sitting from being a bachelor to fatherhood. It's from the angle of responsibility. We all know that when you're a bachelor, you are responsible, but responsible being in trust, being a trustee to some people. When you get married, God has placed certain people to be okay. So when I transiting from bachelor to fatherhood, suddenly when I realized that I have to pay school fees, I have to take care of my wife, and ultimately I have to be responsible to the person that I put these people in my trust. I have to be responsible. That area of responsibility is a key transition.
Wow, thank you. I picked something from that. He said he has to be responsible to the person that gave them to him. That is a major one. I mean, that's the reality of life. And then that school fees also can be so much reality. So thank you very much, sir. So I hope you learned something from that. Transitioning, you have to also note that, especially for our single brothers out there, bear in mind that you have to be responsible to the one who is giving you the wife and the one giving you the children. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, sir, for that wonderful answer. So, sir, what is that striking moment? What striking moment do you recall when God called you to reality of fatherhood as to being able to navigate godly parenting? Like, what was that thing that happened? I just realized that it has to be godly parenting or nothing.
Okay. Well, I'd like to first say that it's such an honor for me to be on this show. I'd like to also commend both of you for juggling for over past edition.
Thank you, sir.
And also using this opportunity to say happy birthday to you.
Thank you, sir.
And then God will bless you and the oil of God upon your life will remain ever fresh.
Amen.
Now back to the question. I'd like to drive it home so that all listeners can benefit from it. Now, the striking moment for me was when we had our first baby. And I remember vividly, I was just at the corridor of the hospital then. I was walking. I remember vividly in such a way that I could still remember the song I was singing. Kabi Osi Baba, Irelo Nishe Iyalo, Dance Akire, we praise you, Lord. You are worthy. And I was just beckoned on to come and deliver. And apparently before that, God had already told me the sex that was coming. He told me that my first is going to be a boy. So, and I'd already gotten the name I wanted to give him then, You know, from then it dawned on me that, this, we have to show him the path of righteousness and show him the way we live, that this is the way to go. So it was a very striking moment for me, because confirming what God had said, it was going to be a boy, and I got there, it was actually a boy. It was, so that means that God, you have chosen me this, you are giving me this path, and I need to continue this path to continue to show this way. I think that's one for me, basically.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. That's an amazing question. Answer. What I picked from it is that it's something dawned on you. Something dawned on you that, this is another phase. This is another level of responsibility, and you have to stand up to it. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So the next question is for you, sir. What are the basic roles of a father? When we talk about father, a lot of people have different pictures. We see a lot in Africa and, in the diaspora. What are the basic roles you would like to?
Thank you very much for the question. The role of fathers in the family. Father is a source. That's the meaning of a father. And also, father is a determinant of so many things. Even in medical science, they will say that it's the father that determines the sex or the gender of the child in the family. That is to tell us that father determines so many things. And the Creator, our God, has placed father and mother in the family to be able to properly train. The Bible says that we should train up the child. The first rule of a father is to train. Is to train the child. And by training a child, we actually mean impacting that child. Putting in the child things that he needs to prepare that child for the complex world. Some of those trainings that a child will require, as a father, you let your children, if it's a male should know that, number one, reliance on God is very, very important if you must go far in life. Number two, hard work, diligence. That there's no two ways. That is dignity of labor. There's no two ways to success other than to the diligence. So it's also very important in this respect to be very, very this area of screening. You have to monitor the children, to monitor them, to the contents, what they get into, so that if it's possible, make sure that you shield them from that until they get to age 18. If it's possible, you can do it. It's recommended that you do that. As a father, you monitor those things. So one may ask and say that, okay, mothers also train. But God, in His wisdom, has seen that there should be a balance in a family. A man must be available to be able to, what's the impact that the man will make or the training of a man in the life of a child is different from what the mother will do in the life of a child. The reason for that is the woman is different from a man. Psychologically they are different, physiologically they are different, physically they are different. The way they reason is different. So that man will come in a very different perspective or in a different direction to be able to impact that child in a way to prepare the child for the society and for God.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I've learned a lot. You said father is a source. You said father is a determinant. You said the first role of a father is to train, and you said that the father should also look out and watch out for the children so that they have screen monitoring. You also mentioned that the role of a father is different from the role of a mother. So, but I have a question that quickly came to my mind. I'm sorry to ignore our time. I have a couple of people around me. They are widows, their husbands are late, some are single mothers due to one situation or the other. So how do we help in this area or advise?
Thank you for that question. To create a balance, since the father is no more, or is not available at that time, it is very, very necessary for the father figure. The father figure could be a relation, a godly relation, a pastor, so that there will be a balance. What that man or the father is not available to do, that person will be able to complement the woman to do.
Amazing.
And most importantly, we need to also have that whichever father figure you are bringing on board, there is somebody that you really want to emulate, and somebody you want to bring. You don't just want to
your
bring,
child to be like.
you don't want to just bring any father figure. Somebody you look up to, somebody you see the display and the disposition is right. That's right to what the word of God.
Thank you so much. I think for people who obviously want to go into remarrying or have to remarry, should also consider that, so that the relationship can be balanced and not self-centered. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'm learning a lot here. Okay, sir. There's a question for you. Our daddy has told us that we need to, as fathers, there are things we need to do to guide, to, monitor the children. Then some other fathers think that fatherhood is about provision, providing, dropping money for school fees, for shopping, for ice cream, for pizza. Do you think that is what fatherhood is majorly about in this our generation? Because lately we have fathers that they travel 6 months, 1 year, by the time they get back, all they do to cover up for their absence is the goodies. The nice times, cinema, the game time, the shawarma time, pizza time. How can there be a balance? And it happens, and the children now see mothers as, mommy, you don't buy ice cream for us, you don't buy us goodies, you don't take us out. Daddy was here. So how do we balance that? What are the other things that a father should do to balance all the flashy times that children see when daddy is around?
Thank you for a very, very interesting question and very apt as well. Now I'm going to look at it from this perspective. Obviously not. It's beyond just provision for school, housekeep, and other shows like that. Now, I'll look at it from this angle that fathers that are probably not at home, when they come back maybe from their work time off and things like that, should always be intentional. Apart from the upkeep, intentional in the sense that maybe your wife is already on the subject matter with the kids. You shouldn't come and take it off. You understand what I'm saying? You need to be on the same page with your wife. You understand? You need to be involved in the activities of the children, even up to school. I like to say that for every activities in my children's school, I'm trying to remember now, cultural day, even open day, except I'm in town, I try to be involved with them. and they look forward to that. So we go beyond that, beyond the provision, the money. It's not. And another important thing I'd like to say is that we all these processes the mother and the father put in place it should be a together thing to ensure that the word of God or Christ is fully forming them. And that's really up for me. Until Christ is forming our children, I think parents who have not completed our work. Once we do that, once Christ is formed or the seed is forming them, we can go to sleep. And you see, and it's a process, it's not just a thing. It's not only the screen time, it's not only just being intentional. It's sometimes it goes to as low as engaging them like a child, like a friend rather. You engage them, let them see reason that if you do this, this is the implication. If you go out of this is the implication. If you do this to your wife, this is the implication. You need to be intentional. You need to sit down with them, let them see reasons for things. Engaging like a friend. Let them know that if you do this, if you go out of premarital sex, this is the implication. If you take what is not yours, this is the implication. You will be marked for negativity. If you are lazy, you will struggle. It's all ramifications, and you need to be intentional about that. And you need to also show that by example and be part of that. So you leave that to the mother alone. You be part of it. In conclusion, basically for me, we have a lot of things as parents to do. The screen time is there, the Bible lesson, taking them to church. You don't leave your kids at home when you are going for church. And you see all these processes are part of the thing that form. Because if you look back, you just see that's the pastor child misbehaving. It's not that they didn't teach them at home. That's the pastor's son that is smoking. It's not that it's not because it's not really formed. And education is just a part of that. Education is just part of that. So once it is fully formed in them, then you can go and sleep. So until it is formed, until the seed is formed, our work is not complete. So father and mother, we need to align together our thoughts, our actions together to ensure that everything we do, we put it in prayer to the intention that God, let your word be fully formed in my daughter, in my son. When it is done, and we have really done ourselves.
Thank you very much. I've learned a lot from that. I've learned to be intentional, be involved, and also prayers. Very, very important. Then talk to them like you're having a meeting. Have a conversation with them. Role model these things to them. Let them see it. Let them see you do it. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. I mean, I won't say I'm speechless, but I have more questions. Anyway, so my next question is for you, sir. How have you been able to balance being a loving father and a disciplinarian? Like sometimes you have some fathers that wants to end the altar of the on. Disappearing hearts, everybody will be down. Everybody will run, to their hiding places. So but how have you been able to balance it? Because I know your children have a relationship with you. So how have you been able to balance it?
Okay, I think the starting point is to understand what discipline is. Discipline is all about. Discipline is not really punishment. It's based on love. Discipline has its foundation on love. A child that you don't discipline will be spoiled. That's why the Bible says that you spare the rod, you spoil the child. There is no love in seeing a child misbehaving and looking the other way. That is foolishness. That is foolishness. You don't look at that. I want the children to love me. Because of that, I will not touch them. That is also foolishness. When you scold them, scolding that I mean does not necessarily mean caning them, using cane on them. You have a lot of ways of correcting. One of those is engagement that Pastor has mentioned, engaging them, talking to them. Over time, as you talk to them, as you engage them, as you correct them, as you show them, this is the way to do it. Particularly showing them the path. That is what God said about Abraham. He said, I know Abraham, that he will command his children. In another fashion, the Bible says he will teach his children the way they should go. It is very, 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 very necessary for us to be able to establish that fact that there is no love in shielding the child or trying to pamper the child. So it's very, very important that we scold them when need be.
That's true.
So it is godly to discipline in a loving way.
Yeah.
Love is a factor. You have to correct the child in love, not correcting them in wickedness. So when you correct them in love, then you are doing the right thing.
Correcting in love. Wow. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I picked something, points from what you said. You said that discipline is not necessarily beating or punishing. You said we should do it in love and not wicked in a wicked way. Yes, so I think that really makes a whole lot of sense, because it will get to a point that even the child will realize that what kind of love is this that I keep getting, after I have done all of this, and they will be able to find the love of Christ. They will be able to establish that in their hearts, because we keep doing it in love, calling them, like you said, that Pastor mentioned, we should keep engaging them. So thank you very much. Thank you. I think with that point, we should be able to balance being disciplining the children and loving them at the same time.
Only if I can quickly add that correcting the love, like Pastor Randy said, is very, that's just the way out. And I can drive it home with a scripture, the prodigal son. You went offline, and because the father was not really mad at him when he came with the open hand, you understand, and he was able to get back to his senses. I mean, he would probably be lost forever. So parents, we should correct in love. Once we know they don't go off the line, there's a very popular pastor as well. Daughter was off the line, and the lady really came to the knowledge of Christ because of the kind of love. She couldn't fathom it. That I have a child out of wedlock, and my father is still showing me this kind of love. No, she was searching for that love. What kind of love is this? And she realized that it was the love of Christ. And that was what drove her back to Christ. So, of course, we will correct, but let it be in love. And that really be able to drive up the point.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, sir, while our daddy was talking, he mentioned a very, very good example from the Bible as to a man that showed an example of a godly father in the Bible. Can you please give us one other example from the scriptures of a godly father, someone that led his family as a godly father, leading them in the way of the Lord?
Thank you, ma'am. One that comes to mind for me that I really like is Joseph. Joseph, and the basic reason is because of the fear of God. The fear of God, once you have it, will inform your decisions. Everything you do, even when you are hungry, when the fear of God is there, it guides you. And that's just it for me. That once you are able, like I said in my earlier conversation, that it's a process. We need to get experience. How do we get this fear of God to be formed in our children? Once you get it, it's not a day thing. It's not a day thing. It's a process. Whatever thing we need to put together, whether you need to talk to God, whether you need to pray, because Joseph had the fear of God, and you can see that in his actions. Number one, the vindictive attitude that he was supposed to attribute, he didn't come down. His siblings didn't do him right. He was not angry with them. He said he should go and bring them because of the fear of God. He had the opportunity with Potiphar's wife to mess with him because of the fear of God. That fear of God will keep driving your decisions. So, that's for me, the character that I really want my children to follow after, and that we should let them see that once you have the fear of God, even if you are not there, when they want to do anything, they will say, what will God feel? And that's what Joseph said. How will I do evil? What will God feel like? Not even what my parents will feel. What will God feel like? So the fear of God is key. And what is the fear of God? Something before I was able to drive that home for us. The fear of God has a lot of elements in place. Apart from studying the Bible, reading, he said that we should keep our mouth from evil. We should seek peace and pursue it. So those are the fear of God. You see everything this is an element of evil, a trace of evil. Just stay away from it. It helps you reduce the fear of God. So you want to do anything, whether at school or at home, you look at it, no, this is not good. You will not want to do it. So we need to explain that to them. I'll choose yourself. Thank you very much for that question.
Wow, thank you very, very much, sir. That's a very good example. Joseph, we all know the story of Joseph, how, a lot of temptations came, and he said, because of the fear of the Lord, I will not do this. This has been an amazing edition, and And this is actually the first time we are having fathers
Fathers,
on
yes.
the show.
Yes.
So it's indeed a special edition,
Yes.
and it has been amazing. Thank you so much for coming once again. Thank you for sparing your time for us. We are really grateful. I want to also thank you all our viewers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for always liking and commenting. Thank you so
And
much.
subscribing.
Yes, thank you for subscribing. And like I always say, the subscribe button does not bite. So
Don't
just go
bite.
ahead and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Thank you so much. And we also invite you to come and have birthday cake.
Yes.
You know, from wherever location you are coming. Thank you so much. Do have a wonderful time.
Yes, thank you all. Bye-bye. Subscribe, like, share.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.